Hey there, movie fans! In this video I'm showing you my first pickups from the Criterion Collection since 3 years ago, and I'd like to start with this wonderful release. Bruce Lee, his greatest hits. This year marks the 50th anniversary of his death. He died on July 20, 1973 to be exact. And I'm planning to revisit his films in that month, but this is a wonderful set with many interesting bonus material, including, hang on, where is it, oh, here it is, the 1981 film Game of Death 2. Now this is a Bruceploitation movie. After he died, they made a lot of, low-budget martial arts movies with these Bruce Lee imitators, like Bruce Lee and Bruce Lee and Dragon Lee and all those guys. And there is a featurette on here that tackles the Bruce Lee phenomenon. Where is it? Oh, here it is. A new interview with author Grady Hendrix about the Bruceploitation subgenre that follows Lee's death, and a selection of Bruceploitation trailers. But yeah, absolutely wonderful set, this one. Very, very nice. And my good buddy Carlos recently did the top 5 of his favorite Bruce Lee movies. I'll put the link to that video below. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's absolutely worth it. The Great Escape. Yeah, what can I say about this one? This is one of the best films ever made, with one of the best ensemble cast in film history. I already have the MGM Blu-ray, which is part of the French Steve McQueen box set that I own for years, but it has a poor transfer. This one looks better, but Kino Lorber recently put out the 4K edition, and PQ wise it's the best one out there, so that means I have to triple dip on this movie. Jubal. This is an excellent western by the great Delmer Daves, with a beautiful cinematography by Charles Laughton Jr., who also worked with John Ford and Bud Bedicker. But this is Delmer Daves' first collaboration with Glenn Ford. The other ones that they made are 3/10 to Yuma, which was also released on Blu-ray by Criterion, and Cowboy, co-starring Jack Lemmon. And Jubal is one of the Shakespearean westerns that came out in the 1950s. It's loosely based on Othello, but most of the other westerns from the 50s are based on King Lear, like Tribute to a Bad Man and Broken Lands and The Man from Laramie. But yeah, this is a really good film, Jubal. And here is The Irishman by Martin Scorsese. This film is monumental, a landmark in filmmaking. Unfortunately, the de-aging effects doesn't always look convincing. There's a YouTuber who is a deepfake expert, and I believe his YouTube name is Shemook, if I'm correct. And he did a video where he compares the de-aging Robert De Niro from the movie with the deepfake Robert De Niro that he created himself, and he did a much better job. I will put the link to that video below in the description. But it's not surprising that he was hired by ILM. He definitely has talent, but despite of it, it's a phenomenal film, and it took Martin Scorsese a long time to finally make it. It was rejected by every Hollywood studio, but Netflix was the only studio that wanted to do it. Get in there. There we go. Netflix was the only one that wanted to do it, and you can say whatever you want about Netflix. I mean, sure, they make shitty movies and mediocre movies, but then again, every studio makes shitty and mediocre movies, and not every studio makes The Irishman. So if it wasn't for Netflix, we would never had The Irishman, and if it wasn't for Criterion, we would never had The Irishman on Blu-ray. And the same can be said about this beauty, Roma. This is Alfonso Cuarón's most personal film, and it's based on his own childhood experiences. He directed it, wrote it, edited it, and shot it, and it has one of the most stunning black and white cinematography I have ever seen. It's it's an amazing film. It really is, and Cuarón's best film so far, in my opinion. And finally, I got Uncut Gems by the Safdie brothers. The previous movie, Good Times, was fine. You know, it wasn't as good as most people said it was. Uncut Gems, however, is a great fucking movie with an incredible ending. You know, it's the kind of ending that you still think about hours after you've seen it. And Adam Sandler is terrific. I was never a fan of his comedy work, but this movie and Punch Drunk Love, that is Adam Sandler at his best. You know, that's the Adam Sandler I want to see. I was impressed by his performance and by this film in general. And really, really good. Uncut Gems. And that is it for my Criterion update, or at least part 1 of my Criterion update. Part 2 is coming very soon. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.